Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this little tiny review. I really wanted to get a video out about this one because wowzers. I was not expecting this, and I don't think a lot of people were expecting this. The Auburn Tigers managed to go into Baylor and catch a W. Sorry for spoilers. I'm trying to find the score here, but it has literally just decided to disappear. But I was not expecting this at all. And quite frankly, I'm going to use this as a reason to talk about ASU. This was a team that people were saying was going to win the Big 12. And I mean, I guess there's still potential for that. But dude, Auburn is rushing for 307 yards on this team. Are you kidding me? They're rushing for 307 yards on this team. They had 83 yards of penalties, and they passed for 108. That is ridiculous. They also had a kick return, which helped out a lot. But here's what I said in my video yesterday. I didn't say this in the prediction video, but I said this in my video yesterday that I randomly just put out. I thought Baylor was going to win this one pretty easily. And I mean, if you would have reversed these scores, damn good prediction there. But unfortunately, that's not the case. I really thought Baylor was going to be the better team with all the talk they've been getting. They're returning, I think it's 13 starters, including their quarterback who had so much hype. Now, Baylor did have more yards of offense, but when you fail 3 of your 6 fourth down conversions, yeah, that's going to hurt, especially when one of them is on the goal line to start the game. You know, they made a lot of mistakes, and Auburn definitely had some givens, a kick return for a touchdown, as well as a fourth down. Your only fourth down you went for the game turns out to be a touchdown, but again, it's on the floor. I mean, does this really mean Auburn is that good of a football team? Nay. They're not going to be able to run for that many yards on teams in the SEC. But Baylor, man, this was the thing for me. I said their defense was going to be bad. Their pass defense was all right. Again, that could be due to the fact that Auburn's passing game might just be completely horrible. But on the other side of things, like, their rush defense is absolutely pathetic. They do have a good offense overall. I mean, Sawyer Robertson, he threw for 419 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, that's really good. They put up a really good offensive game, but their defense, man, it just couldn't keep up. Just couldn't keep up against a team like Auburn, who's probably going to finish like 6-6 in the SEC again. Baylor has to go on the road to SMU next week. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. And another game I want to talk about is Georgia Tech, Colorado. I didn't make a slide for that. I was honestly super surprised by the final score. I didn't really get to watch this one as much. But when you look at it from a bird's eye point of view, Georgia Tech had 160 more yards of offense, and they turned the ball over 3 times, and they are still winning this game. Thankfully, I said Georgia Tech, I think I said they would win 42-10, if I remember correctly. But Georgia Tech did end up catching the W here on the road. But let's be real, the much better football team here was definitely Georgia Tech. Rushing for 320 yards. They had 65 yards of penalties as well. I mean, Colorado really was only in this game because of the turnovers. Like, if Georgia Tech doesn't commit 3 turnovers, Colorado did a really good job committing no turnovers, which I thought was kind of, important. That's really good that you managed to keep your team like that, but you're not going to keep them like that for every other game this season. That eventually will slip away from you, and you'll make mistakes, which will only make this Colorado team worse. But Georgia Tech manages to get the first game of the year road win, a win. Huge, huge win there for them. Other notable games, Kansas absolutely destroyed Wagner. I mean, there really wasn't that many games that were being played today. Just Auburn, Baylor, Georgia Tech, Colorado. Those were 2 big ones. Wake Forest barely beat Kennesaw State by 1 point, which is pretty funny, 9-10. And, yeah. That's your Friday night football. Just a quick little video to get ready for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't really get. Oh, Army lost to a really random football team, so they have completely collapsed in on themselves. So, with that being said, like and subscribe, and have a comment. Always helps. That's all for me. Adios.